You're listening to TehachaPod with Key Budge, Corey Costello, Greg Garrett, and Ashley Whitmore.
It's TehachaPod time. Key Budge, Ashley Whitmore today. Ashley, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you, Key?
Good. This is our first episode together here for season 4.
Hopefully a lot more to come for 2023.
There will be. I promise you that. And today, we've invited our friends from that perform at the BeeKay Theatre from TCTA. Gary Mazzola is here today. Gary, welcome.
How do you do?
And I should say welcome back.
Yes.
And then we
before.
And then Dave Faber joins us today, a first-time TehachaPod guest. Dave, welcome to the show.
Nice meeting you.
Glad to have both of you guys here. Gary's been on the show before. Gary, what was the play that we talked about that you previously directed?
What was it?
Double Wide?
Double Wide, yeah. Double Wide Texas Christmas.
There you go.
I remember we had you in and we were just off and chatting about it. And then we started talking about different things about the music and things that inspire you. And I want to say thank you before we start talking about Love, the new production that's coming. I want to say thank you to you, Gary, that the music that will be the new TehachaPod opening and closing, it's from you.
Yeah. It's a song I wrote 2 years ago about Tehachapi. Somebody asked me to write a train song. And I thought, well, yeah, I can write a train song. So I lived like about 2 doors from the train tracks.
You got a lot to say about it.
Yeah.
Some bad.
So I'm sure so after living there and you feel that train coming multiple times a day, was it an easy translation into the music?
Yes, it was.
And I love the harmonica, that piece that you do.
Yeah, that's Ken Lieboff.
Just a great pull from the area. It makes you feel that piece. This is Tehachapi.
Yeah,
is the title.
Tehachapi. Yeah.
So the music that will open the show and close the show, it is by Gary, and we say thank you so much.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I'm very honored to have you using it.
You're a part of the podcast for the future.
It's about the resiliency of Tehachapi, and that's what it's about.
And if people want to hear the entire song, you have it on YouTube channel?
YouTube, yeah.
And what's your YouTube channel?
Gary Michael Mazzola.
Okay, and they can see the entire video.
Yeah, I see the entire video.
And Gary gave us the instrumental version so we could use it. And then Maddie Janssen from Channel 17 does the voiceover for us. So very nice, but you've got lyrics that go with it. So if they want to hear the full This is Tehachapi song and with the lyrics that you constructed to go with this beautiful piece of music, they go to your YouTube channel.
The train keeps rolling by.
Well, guys, we brought you in here so we could talk about Love.
Yes.
So tell us about it, because I'm not familiar with this. Ashley did a little homework.
I did, just a little bit. I was just excited. As I got to looking at it, said, did you know that after the original cast, Gene Wilder played one of the parts in it back in the 60s? So won a couple Tonys, so must be a good one, right?
Yeah, it is a good one. It's a mixture of absurdist comedy, humor, and traditional Broadway comedy. It's kind of like these 2 college graduates meet again after years. One's going to jump off a bridge and the other one stops him, and they reconnect with each other. And the whole thing takes place on a bridge, first of all, in some place in New York. I call it Shishko Bridge because it's Murray Shishko wrote the thing, so I just call it Shishko Bridge. It's just an absurd comedy. These people are all so dysfunctional. The one guy wants to be Milt. He wants to be who's being played by Guy Martin, by the way. He wants to get rid of his wife and marry his girlfriend, but his wife won't give him a divorce because this takes place in the 60s. His wife won't give him a divorce, so he wants to get this guy that he found trying to jump off the bridge. He's trying to get him to get together with his wife so his wife will give him a divorce. So it's a really bizarre comment.
All right. Okay. When you went down that road of get rid of my wife, I thought this was an episode of 48 Hours where you were going to...
No. It's just they all they just show how dysfunctional people can really be. And it's just, it's funny, when I first did the play, first time I did the play was in 1970, I think, I did the play, I played Harry Berlin, which was the guy, I played Mountain Bill, the guy who was trying to get rid of his wife. We were in a garage rehearsing for it, really loud, we were doing our rehearsing really loud, and we were in a garage and we were laughing hysterically because the lines are just funny. All of a sudden we heard a knock on the garage door and we walked out and there were like 20 policemen and 2 helicopters circling.
As you're rehearsing, you're drawing the neighborhood in, thinking
Yeah.
that all of a sudden you've got some live event.
Some guys jump off a bridge or something.
No.
And then we did the play again, 1997, I think, here in Tehachapi. We laughed all through rehearsals then too. It's a funny play.
Well, Dave, tell us about your involvement here with LUV and then also with TCTA.
Okay, I'm the producer of the show, which pretty much means nothing, but I am the producer of the show. I've got the easy job, and then I'm the president of the TCT Association. So I keep pretty busy. I'm down there pretty much every day. We're real excited about this play. We got LUV. We've got a new person coming on the stage, which we're really excited about. We like new people to come in, and her name's Yvonne Stanchi. She's really great, and we got also Guy Martin and Eric Leese. They've been up there before, so they're doing a great job, and I can't tell you how great this play is going to be. Got a lot of good plays coming up in this year, too. So
Now, Key mentioned, as we were kind of talking about this earlier, that this play really is just the 3 actors going through.
Yeah, it's
correct?
just 3
Yeah.
actors.
So they've really got to be good at
yeah,
their art.
yeah, they really will stand out in this, but it's really fun.
Well, I know one thing I always ask Gary, is the chemistry among the crew. So now it's 3. This might be the smallest crew since we've been talking about the productions. So what's the dynamic like? I mean, if we've got someone that's new, so obviously they haven't worked together before.
Right.
What's that chemistry like as you're going through rehearsals and putting this together?
It's really good because they're really working hard on the relationships and stuff. So it's pretty good. They get along well. That's one good thing.
Bet that's important. The audience is going to get it. If you don't get along,
Right.
Yeah.
if there's no chemistry amongst the actors together,
Right.
then that's going to translate.
We have Gary directing it, and we have Lisa Meredith, who's the assistant director. She does a fabulous job. Great assistant director, and great part of our organization.
James Carhart designed the set.
Yeah.
And the set is just
Yeah,
fantastic.
we actually have a bridge in the BeeKay right now.
Love it.
Because somebody's got to go over it. Spoiler alert.
Well, that's,
Splash.
I have a guess there, judging by the characterization of that.
no, when is LUV going to make its debut?
It's coming up on February 3rd, 4th, 10th, 11th, 17th, and the 18th. And then that's the 7:30 shows. And then on February 12th and 19th is our matinee shows. Those are 2 p.m.
So LUV, perfect in time for Valentine's Day. So it's a great date night. Grab your special someone, head off
Have a good laugh.
over to the BeeKay. You're
Beats a box of chocolates, take them down there.
and then you guys have intermission, so you guys do sell that box of chocolates.
Yeah, do we have intermission on this one, Gary?
Yes, we do. And she's going to give out hearts and stuff.
All right.
Do we do a spoiler alert on that?
Yeah.
Now, you can get your tickets online, but you also hold some for the day of, right?
Yes, we do.
Yeah. We prefer that you come and buy them now, so we kind of, got the set, what we know, who's coming and all that.
And we do that at tctonstage.com. That was the one thing that we learned, I think, when Chris was here last, is the holdback of just a few tickets. Because even though we say it's sold out, come to the box office because we probably have, a few seats that are available.
Absolutely.
So don't let that word sold out be
Right.
scary.
Right.
Now let's talk about TCTA and the organization itself. And each time we talk, I just get a sense that I hear someone new is coming in, someone new. So we're getting that influx of people are starting to come to the auditions, or they're volunteering to take different aspects of what's needed behind the scenes.
Yeah, COVID really gave us a hard hit, and it was really hard. We weren't doing any shows. It just really put us down. And then since COVID's kind of, I don't know what it's doing, but everybody's back to normal, kind of, sort of. It's amazing how many new people we're getting in there, and we want more new people. We want people who can do tech work. We want people who can do lighting and
We want people who can act.
And
want to act.
And we want people to get involved, because that's, like your show, it's kind of the heart of this community.
Now, I know you keep talking about people acting, where can people find out how to audition, when to audition?
Well, you can go to the website and you can sign up for the audition blast.
Oh, so you send out like a little newsletter request saying, hey, auditions.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have a little campaign that I was doing a few years ago. You're a little different. Be an actor.
We're also doing some things, hopefully in the spring and summer, where we're going to have acting classes and teach people how to do acting and audition. People who want to build sets, maybe that's not your thing to be up on the stage, but you can build and you want to do that kind of stuff. We're going to teach you how to do that.
I bet there's some people that they're behind the scenes, they feel comfortable, and then they start to build up that courage of like, I can do this.
Yeah.
Do you see some that maybe start in that voluntary role, the support role, and then go, I'm going to audition to be out on stage now.
Right.
So that does happen.
Yeah, that's kind of how it happened with me and Gary.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's really fun. This guy, he didn't even know he could sing. And he was in Frankenstein, Young Frankenstein, and dance.
Little Put It on the Ritz? Or?
What are some of the other productions that can we talk about? Do we have licensing agreements in place?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good to go. We got Clue coming up April 14th through, I believe it's the 29th.
Did I just see auditions take place for that recently?
We've casted
That's
that.
casted.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all cast, and they're right now in rehearsal. So that's going to happen. Clue, it's going to be great. We have Golden Age. That's a good one that's coming up.
Yeah.
That's about, can I tell them, Gary?
Yeah.
It's about superheroes in a retirement home.
Saving the world.
Saving the world from their retirement home. So that ought to be a good one. And that's happening June 2nd through the 18th. And then we've got Addams Family, the musical, coming up in September of this year. We don't have the dates yet, but we have it locked in. So we will be having auditions for that.
Oh, that'll probably be a huge hit, especially with
Wednesday. Yeah.
Is that a
great.
Netflix series?
Yes.
You got me hooked on that.
Yeah.
I'm in.
My son and daughter and I binged through that pretty quickly. No, I think you'll get a good turnout for auditions.
I hope so.
Yeah, I think
hope
so.
Are we going to have more productions past the Addams Family? Okay.
And you're talking to the production committee right here, Gary and a few other people, and they sit down and they pick the shows out for the whole year.
Okay. So how many productions do you think we'll have on calendar for 2023? Beginning, I guess, with Love is the kickoff for 2023?
Yeah, Love is. And then we've got Clue, Golden Age, and Addams Family. And I think you got one more to pick out, don't you, or no?
Yeah, I think.
We're also going to have the Playwrights Festival. That's coming up in July.
And you do that every year?
Yeah, we do that every year where people can submit a 10-minute play, and then we look at them. There's a panel of judges who read them. They don't have the names on them, and so they pick 10 of those, and then we perform them.
And are we going to bring Chris Morales back with T-Town Tonight, do we think, later this year?
I think that might happen again this year. Yeah, it might be maybe not called T-Town, but it'll be called something. But I think we're going to have some sort of a show like that.
That I heard.
We like to get Chris on the stage anytime we can.
You can't keep her off the stage.
Once we got the mic turned on, Chris lights up, and she was talking about her comedy background, and she just loves to have fun, and the conversation was really light and bouncy, and it just she kicked that energy right across the room, back at us. And
I've worked with her a lot, and I've worked with her
for years now.
Yeah, she directed me on Golden Pond, and that was really. I thought that was a great show. I was really happy the way that turned out.
You've acted, you've directed. Is there one that you like over the other?
On Golden Pond was a real highlight in my life.
Okay.
That and the Sunshine Boys, which was way back when. On Golden Pond was just like a dream come true for me, because I didn't think I'd act again because I have Parkinson's. So it's difficult for me to get up on stage for any long length of time.
But that just goes to show anybody can act. I can act, you can act, anybody can act.
You've got to have the passion for it, which you guys do.
Right.
I mean, you can see that. I mean, that's one of those things that comes across is, your love of it. And Gary, you kind of go off into another space where you start to kind of relive some of those moments when you're telling some of these stories or when you're talking about the play earlier. I think that's probably while you're looking through your director's eyes of what you're seeing your team do in rehearsals.
Yeah.
Now, for the directing side, do you enjoy that just as much, or is it still acting as number one?
I do. I really enjoy it, but I do some acting on my own too, because on my YouTube channel, there's also videos there that I've done of films I've produced and directed and acted in. So I do a lot of acting whenever I can.
Now, Dave, how about you? Are you going to be up on stage this year?
Yeah, probably. I've been real busy with the president thing, but I'll probably get back up.
What was the last production you were involved in?
Oh, Baskerville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I played 5 different roles there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So do you have your eye on yet?
including a woman.
I've been. Whenever they need a female, I seem to be the one that they pick on and put in a dress.
Must be the goatee.
With the goatee.
I'm the ugliest woman ever. But you get that bug. You want to get back up there. You want to do something. Gary, Chris, Lisa, the whole board is all involved in it. And we have members who are involved in it, and James, and everybody does such a great job. It's amazing what comes together. I mean, when we get our mind set on it, we just put it together. So,
well, I heard some feedback from A Christmas Story, and I heard multiple people, actually. This is one of the productions where it didn't matter where I was at, I could hear some conversation taking place, whether it was at a restaurant. So, oh yeah, we just saw A Christmas Story. You got to go see it. The acting was great. I never laughed so hard. So some of those things that you guys had teased leading into it, I mean, came true. I mean, that you were going to be laughing throughout. And Greg and Chrissy went and saw it.
Yes.
And
they got the last minute tickets at the box office.
There you go.
That was one of those things, hey, let's go over and check out and see if we can get tickets. And they did. And that's what Greg said. And they went in and they said they loved it.
Good.
And they said the kids that were playing, the child roles, they were phenomenal. They were
real
hooked.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was advocating for everybody in the office to go see that.
He did.
I mean, we had Santa with a slide, kids going down the slide, just like the movie. It was amazing.
Yeah,
And of course, that lamp,
Yeah, and the lamp.
which is the whole movie,
Yeah.
is the lamp.
Now, Chris said that lamp was going to get auctioned off.
It
you guys-
did.
Okay.
It did,
So it
yeah.
helped raise a little money for
Yeah,
TCTA.
we helped raise a little more money for us. And we had to buy it. So
Right.
we were trying to pay it off, and it worked.
Very good.
So, and the people were really happy with it. So,
Well, let's recap again when Love is going to debut and what weekends people can plan and check their calendars to see it.
okay, Love is coming February 3rd, 4th, 10th, 11th, 17th, and 18th. That's the 7:30 shows. And then the 2 p.m. shows, the matinee shows, are the 12th and the 19th. General admission's $20, and if you're a member, it's $15.
We suggest you go to tctonstage.com.
Right.
Buy your tickets in advance.
Buy them now.
Get that placeholder in place. Because I had heard that there was an organization like the Bear Valley Women's Club or someone that bought up like an entire night's worth of tickets.
Right.
And it was like
They're great.
the last performance. They said, we're going to grab the last day.
They've been a great support.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
So tctonstage.com, you can get your tickets. And if you forget or you just happen to be, at least stop by the box office and see, because there still may be a couple of tickets, even on a sold out night, that are available, or for people that don't make it and cancel at the last second.
And come and be a part of us. Come and join us. We
Yeah.
would love to have you. Really, we really need the people.
All right, guys. Anything else that we want to talk about or bring up going on to Tehachapi Community Theater Association?
That's pretty much it, I think. Yeah, for right now. We'll have more stuff, though. Keep going on our website. Get involved with us. Support us. Come and see a show. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. We always like that kind of feedback.
And then to become a member, and then you get the discounted tickets all year. Great time to do it right now. Can they do that online as well?
Yes, they can. It's basic membership, I think, is $35. Couple
if you-
trips to Starbucks.
Right, and then you, basically you'll get all that money back in the savings for the tickets for all the productions throughout
Right.
the year.
Right.
So, and
Yep.
it gives you guys a little bit of working capital because you have to pay for these shows.
Oh, yeah.
The
Big money.
licensing is not cheap, so it's not like all of a sudden you just say, hey, we're picking this, and you pull the script and
Yeah.
make photocopies. There's a little thing called copyright, and the
Especially
writers.
for a musical, it's really really expensive, but you can make a lot of money on a musical too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But you put a lot out.
It's a lot of work, too.
A lot of work. A lot of work.
Well, you can see the work that you guys put in, that everyone as a part of the organization puts in, because the feedback in the community is so positive. And that's, like I said, my takeaway on that was the Christmas Story was I've never been to so many different places and not been the one bringing it up and having people say, oh, I just saw that and how cool it was, and then seeing the commentary on social media and things.
Right.
So obviously you guys are doing a great job.
Tehachapi's been very supportive.
Yeah, we love this town. We love the town. We want to do things for, that's what we want to do, the plays for the people. So
I've lived here since 1990, and they've always been very supportive.
Right.
Tehachapi is very giving.
When they know about it,
Right.
it's the That's the hard thing, is to get the word out to say there's a play
I feel
going
like
on.
recently, at least over the last year or so, it seems like you guys are really getting the word out between banners, social media, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's really
I'm the
really
banner
helped.
guy.
Hey, there you go.
and like for this, I mean, making yourselves available, Gary. We had the conversation a couple of weeks ago about love. Probably once you were involved in auditions and casting, and we said, hey, when do we want to do it? And I always tell you about 2 weeks out before. Give enough 2 weeks of a push to talk about it and create some excitement, just before the production comes out. And you guys have been very open to doing that, where in the past it's like, yeah, we'll do it. And then it's kind of like everyone's busy. And I totally get it. But now we're making this a part of, it's kind of like in the pre-production plans. Okay, we've got to go out and we've got to go do the promo for it, right?
Absolutely.
So we're on the promo roll. So that's
Got to go hang posters. Got to go hang banners.
Yes. And you guys have some great team and the energy, and it's to see all the different names. It's not just one name or two people. You've got a team that's building and it's growing. So,
Right.
And I know that gets contagious.
Yeah, a lot of great people help us out. James, Lisa, Gary, everybody's involved. Jason, yeah.
So if you'd like to be a part of the team, contact David or Gary through TCTonstage.com, and they will definitely find a home for you. Whatever it is that you enjoy to do, they'll find something for you to
Absolutely.
to do that'll be fun.
Absolutely.
Need technical people too. Yeah, I'm the technical director of the group, and
Sometimes you're the tech guy, and sometimes you're the guy who pushes the broom and cleans the stage off, right, Gary?
no, I never do that.
Oh, that's true. You don't do that.
All right. So Dave Faber, Gary Mazzola from TCTA. The new production is Love. It debuts February 3rd at the BeeKay Theatre. Get your tickets at tctonstage.com. And guys, thank you so much for making the time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us.
We really appreciate it.
And Ashley, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
And folks, if you have a question for Gary, Dave, anyone at TCTA, you can send it to us at media@tehachapicityhall.com. We'll get it to them so that way it can be answered. Or again, go to tctonstage.com. You can purchase your tickets and probably answer some questions right there. We appreciate the time you spend with us, and we'll catch you again soon right here on TehachaPod.
TehachaPod is a conversation about Tehachapi, featuring the community members who make this such a special place to call home. If you have a question or a thought you'd like to share, email media@tehachapicityhall.com. Thank you to Gary Mazzola for sharing his song, This is Tehachapi.